Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field. Early start for this one. It's a doubleheader here. English is playing in the second game. Lynn Glasgow taking on Salem. Salem trying to get a split. They lost big time to English at Salem. So they're trying to get back and maybe get a win against Glasgow. Glasgow trying to get a little bit off the slide. Salem looking for their first win. We have the anthem. We'll get the football. So we're off and running here at Manning Field. Glasgow in their typical green and gold. Coach Brian Vaughn in charge, taking on the Witches of Salem. Very nice day here at Manning Field, or evening I should say. It's early evening. Glasgow's going to get the football first. Mendez will kick it off and will be underway as he kicks a line drive. Fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's also going to get pretty good field position to start their opening drive. Galizzi with the return. And they're going to have it, I think, at the 47-yard line. That's a pretty good start. Dan Gisono, good baseball player too, is the quarterback. So is in the backfield as they send three wideouts to the near side, one to the far side. Looking to throw. They let it fly deep, incomplete. He was looking for Sequeira. Salem was the closest to the football. It'll be 2nd and 10. Same setup. So with the carry, gets a head of steam up down the near side, cuts it back, stays in his feet. Big time run by Kelvin So. And Glasgow gets the first down of the ball game. To the Salem 27. 26 yards and a first down. Will be 1st and 10 from the Salem 27. Gisono faked and kept it. Nice fake. Brought down by Sanchez. Pretty good for another Glasgow first down. He picked up 10. Back-to-back first downs. The 3 wideouts go to the far side.
First and 10 from the 17.
So with the carry, slips a tackle, slips another tackle, staying on his feet. Good hard run. And it's back-to-back first downs.
So up the middle for the Rams. Timeout.
Down to the 2, he picked up 15. I don't know if So can continue this average. He's got 2 carries for 41 yards. That's 20 yards a carry. Glasgow missed on their first pass play, but they picked up 3 first downs in 3 plays. And they're knocking on the door, looking to get on the board very early. Salem forced to take a timeout early. You only get 3 now in the half. So you want to try to preserve them if you can. But they got the ball down at the 2, knocking on the door. They put a lineman in the backfield. They give it to So straight ahead. He could have run all the way back to Glasgow High School. Nobody touched him. They made that look easy. 53 yards in 5 plays, and one of them was an incomplete pass. Now, very quickly, they're going to go for 2. So again, big hole up the middle. He just walks in again. So their first possession, they're halfway to 100 yards rushing. A little over half, 53 yards on the ground. And now they'll kick off to Salem. And just what Salem didn't want. Here's the touchdown replay. Kyle Durant, pretty good outfielder in baseball, will kick it off. Just what Salem did not want, a quick start for the Witches. The kick is away. Bouncing around at the 16-yard line, banging into a few green shirts, trying to fight for extra yardage. He'll be inside the 25 on the return by Devin Talbert.
Kick was fielded by number 2, Devin Talbert, at the 15-yard line. Taking up to about the 23, where we stop by
They
number
put it
3.
at the Salem 23.
And number 4.
So if nothing else, Salem wants to put a little bit of drive together, keep the ball away from the Rams. Three wideouts to the near side. Straight run to the near side, and not, I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback number 9, Jeffrey Holloway, around the left end for the Witches.
Holloway.
There's a flag in the backfield.
There's a flag on the play.
Manuel Guerrero. Flag is a hold on Salem.
Oh, they lost a yard on the play. I don't know if Glasgow will take the penalty. And I guess they are going to take it. They put it back at the 13. So it'll be 1st and 20. Thought maybe they might take the play because it would have been 2nd and 11. Holloway, the quarterback, as they send wideouts, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Now they have motion. The motion man. Andy DeLeon, the first guy to hit him.
Pass complete to number 2, Devin Tolbert. Brought down by number 21, Andy DeLeon.
They got to the 15. They picked up 2. So 2nd down and 18 for the Witches.
Will be 2nd and 18, ball at the Witches 15.
Tolbert again with the carry. Might have got a yard.
Number 2, Devin Tolbert on the carry. Stopped by number 3, Nicholas Galisi. Number 22, Maurice Aquarium.
3rd and 17 from the 16-yard line.
Gain of 1 on the play will be 3rd and 17.
Full wideouts, 2 to either side. Holloway, the southpaw, looking to throw. Attempts it underneath, incomplete. It was not going to go very far. Aiden Dow had the coverage.
Pass intended for number 2, Devin Tolbert.
Salem's going to have to kick it away.
It will be 4th down for the Witches.
So Classville's going to get the ball back and probably they have very good field position at their 47. They probably could get very good field position here and maybe even better if they get a return. Mendez will do the kicking. Low snap, gets it away. And it's going to go out of bounds. They're going to be in Salem territory. And it's not referee walking back. Ball's going to be at the Salem 35-yard line. That's a 19-yard punt. And here come the Rams again in perfect position. As we get a look at the classical cheerleaders. Hill will go to the far side. Everybody else in tight. Hill motion. Little pitch, that's a forward pass to Hill. He just kind of flipped it to him as he went by. Hill and more, he didn't hand it to him. He just kind of tossed it to him.
Number 10, Jeffrey Hill around the right end for the Rams.
7 yards.
Brought down by number 54.
There's Soul again getting loose. Gonna pick up another 1st down.
Gabriel Deval.
Haskell going very quickly. They get down to the 16. He picked up 12. They try to fake Soul, throw it out to Durant, incomplete. Well, the only 2 plays that haven't succeeded were the 2 passes. They were both incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 16-yard line. DeSono with the keep, finds a hole straight into the end zone for the touchdown. Everybody tackling So. They had a big hole up the middle. 16 yards for the touchdown. They take advantage of the short field. They've run 9 plays and scored 2 touchdowns. And they'll go for 2 again. Caught in the end zone by Sequeira. I don't know if he was looking for him, but he found him. So everything going right for the Rams. $88 yards of offense in 2 possessions. And they're kind of stunned Salem here. Salem will get it for the second time. These 12-minute periods for Salem are going to feel like 22. The way Hospital's pouring it on, 16-0. He only had to go 35 yards in 4 plays. Sol picked up 12, Gisono picked up 16, and that little flip pass to Hill for 7. At the 17-yard line, Talbot with a head of steam up. Nice return, he's loose. Across midfield, into classical territory. Outstanding run back by Devin Talbot. Let's see if that picks Salem up. At the classical 40-yard line. That's 44 yards. Actually put it at the 42. Doherty with back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Doherty on the carry.
Second and 10 from the classical 42. They fill the backfield now with Holloway. Talbot goes in motion. They fake it to Talbot. Now they give it to Talbot, and he's in trouble. Talbot's probably saying, you should have kept it. That's actually a running play because it was a pitch behind the line of scrimmage. And they wind up losing back to the 44, so they lost 2. And it's going to be 3rd and long. Again, it was 3rd and very long after a penalty. Their first possession, now it's 3rd and 12. They send double wideouts to either side. Holloway looking to throw, he's in trouble. He's going to get wrapped up and knocked down. Nobody touched Manuel Guerrero.
And the quarterback is sacked by number 9, Manuel Guerrero.
Nobody even touched him. He just broke in. Holloway had no chance to get rid of it. There's the replay. No chance. All the way back to the Salem 45. They lost 11 yards. And Salem will have to kick it away.
Loss of 13 on the sack by Guerrero.
Mendez again runs up, gets the kick away. And it goes out of bounds again. Pascal will have their worst position to start a drive. At their 27. Hill, the wide out to the far side. DeLeon, the tight end, to the near side. Motion. They flip it again to Hill. That little touch pass gets around the corner. Looking for room, still on his feet. He might have gone even further. He got hit from behind. Out to the 44, 17 yards, and a first down. And you blow the whistle, I think that's going to be motion against Glasgow. Somebody moved. So it'll be first and 15. We can look at Brian Bourne on the sideline. Good friend, he was an outstanding athlete, English and Northeastern. And he threw it behind the intended receiver. It was Aiden Dow. So the only thing that's been negative for Glasgow is throwing the football. Second and 15. Double wideouts to either side. So with the carry. Gets across the 40.
The 23 Calvin So on the carry.
You get 3.
Stopped by number 52 Mendez.
Third and 12 for the Rams. Again, double wideouts to either side. Hill goes in motion. This time it's a handoff to Hill, and he gets to the 49-yard line. The other was a little flip, little touch pass. He picked up 7. Glasgow might be going here. They need 5. DeSono with the keep. Finds some room off the right side. First down and a lot more. They may not get him. He's in the end zone. 51 yards for the touchdown. So they went on 4th and 5.
Number 2 Jalen DeSono takes it 49 yards for a Rams touchdown. 49-yard touchdown carry. DeSono.
DeSono slips a couple of tackles and it just outruns everybody. "51 yards. They had to go 78 to go 73. They get credit for 73. 14 plays, 3 touchdowns. They got 142 yards rushing, and we got to play it down. With that 5-yard penalty, they had to go 5 yards further, but they went for it on 4th down from their own 49-yard line, and they took it 51 yards. DeSono has got 3 carries for 77 yards and a touchdown. So has got 58 yards. Here's a replay of the touchdown. Salem had him a couple of times, it couldn't hold on. They just got a piece of him as he fell into the end zone. And they'll go for 2 again. Not gonna get there. They gave it to Galizzi off the left side. So that one conversion and the two, actually take away the two touch passes, the forward passes were incomplete 3 times. That's been the only negative so far. 166 yards of offense, and we're still in the first period. Salem has -10 and no first downs. And Kevin Durant will use that right foot again. Classical players are wearing pink. I believe that's for Cancer Month. Bouncing around. Everybody watching it go from the 17-yard line. Everybody was bouncing around. Everybody just watched it go right by them. They finally picked it up, and Salem's going to be pinned deep again.
Kick was fielded by number 2, Kevin Tolbert. He took the ball to the Salem 22, where the Witches will start first and 10.
At the Salem 22 is where they put the football. Motion coming to the near side. Tolbert turns the corner, wrapped up and thrown out of bounds.
Kevin Tolbert on the carry. Tackled by Howard Guerrero Vega.
Second and 7. Keep by Holloway. Runs into a couple of green shirts. Aquero was the first one. I think Dow was another one. Back at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Well, it's going to be third and fairly long again, 3rd and 7. And again, if you punt from here, you're going to give Classical outstanding field position. Two wideouts to the near side, one to the far side. They fill the backfield with Holloway. Faking, rolling, being chased, in trouble again. And they're going to knock him down for a loss. Manuel Guerrero didn't make the tackle, but he made the play. Broke in again. They didn't touch him. He forced Holloway to put it away. And he finally got wrapped up and knocked down at the 15-yard line. They lost 10. And I believe that was the last play of the period. You never know how accurate the clock is. So Classical is perfect. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. In the first period, Salem is -19 rushing. They completed 1 pass for 2 yards and they don't have a first down. And to start the second period, Salem's going to kick it away. And he didn't get it away. Somebody got a hand on it, I think. If you were printing up a wish list, you couldn't get any better than this. You're leading 22-0, and you're going to get the ball at the Salem 10-yard line. I didn't see the green shirt that got a little piece of it. They've been coming close a couple of times. And they got in that time and got a piece. Quick out. Quintana with the catch. I didn't see any signal. To the 1. 9 yards on the pass.
And number 10, Jeffrey
Hill takes it in. So once again, they get a short field. They take advantage. They're 4 for 4, touchdowns and possessions. And all of a sudden, it's 28-0. And Cal Durant will look to kick the extra point. They've been going for 2. They missed the last 2. They made the first 2. They get it down. And he kicks it through. So Salem has got to be shaking their heads. They had a horrible first half. Lynn English buried them in the first half and wound up with a huge win at Salem. They came in here today saying it's got to be better than against Glasgow than it was against English, and it's not. 2 plays into the second period, it's 29-0 Glasgow. Glasgow has been scoring points. They got 48 against against Brockton. They had a couple of big scoring games. Even one of the games they lost, they put up 22. So Durant will kick it off again. The ball gets knocked off the tee. Shot kick, he hit one of the linemen up front. Mendez, who's the punter, had that punt blocked a short time ago. It wound up in his lap. And Salem will get good field position at their 49. So they had good field position on a great return by Talbert. Down 8-0, and they wound up losing 13 yards in 3 plays and had to kick it away. And then they had the punt block, short field. Now they get the ball at their own 49-yard line. Two wideouts, 2 wings. The wing comes in motion. Holloway with the keep, not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Salem having a lot of trouble. They're going to lose 2. They only have 2 plays running that they've got plus yardage. One was a yard, one was 3. Other than that, they've been going backwards. The other plus play was a short 2-yard pass. So 2nd and 12. Holloway lets it fly long. Making the catch. Gene Davis Cardenas makes the longest play of the day for Salem. They have it at the classical 26, 27 yards and a first down. Talbot trying to turn the corner and beat the defense a little bit. That's a nice run by Talbot. Picked up 4 to the 22. Second and 6. If nothing else, Salem is keeping the ball away from the Rams because they haven't been able to stop them yet. 2 wings, 2 wideouts. The wing comes in motion. They fake it. Holloway is going to get buried in the backfield. And what a game. Manuel Guerrero. They can't block him. They lost 4 more. So they gained 4, they lost 4. They can't run the football. They've only made one play, that pass for 27 yards. And that's their only first down. Third and 10. Obviously in 4-down territory here. Holloway, the quick out. Was that complete? Looked like a short hop. He got it out to Real Del Valle. Looked like it was a short hop. Fourth down for Salem. Fourth and 9. Holloway again in trouble, going to get wrapped up and knocked down. Galizzi just blew through nobody, touched him. Holloway didn't have time to turn around. And they bury him again in the backfield. Galizzi shot through like he could have almost been in the backfield taking the handoff. He was in that quick. They put it back at the 35. They lost 10. The quick out, Quintana almost broke it. Into Salem territory. $18 yards in the first down. And here's So again.
Number 23,
16 yards and a first down. The quick out to Durant. There's a flag on the play.
Stop by number 3, Custom Authority.
The play went to the 25 for 6. Let's see what the flag is about. Illegal use of the hands. So they made it to the 24 for 7 yards. And that class was going to be penalized back. All the way back to the 49-yard line. I don't know what that was about. He started marching off from the 24. They got penalized back to the 49. They need the length of Western Avenue for a first down. Soto with the keep, not going very far. They marked it off from the 24. It had to be a 15 and a 10. They marked off 25 yards. They gave DeSono a yard. Caught over the middle to the 37. That's Quintana. Picked up 11. They still haven't got back to the original line of scrimmage. They're 6 yards shy. Sono with time. Incomplete. Looking for Kyle Durant. It's going to bring up a 4th down. And obviously Glasgow's going to go here. We're in the second period. Glasgow has scored on every possession. They lead 29-0. On 4th down, I thought automatically they would go, but it looks like they're going to kick it away. That's when people out. So they're going to punt it away. Instead, Durant's going to run with the football.
Durant on the carry.
Durant likes to get that running start, running to his right to kick the football. When he ran to his right, he couldn't get the kick off, so he had to take off and run with it. And he wound up losing 2 yards. And Salem holds him for the first time. Holloway rolling to the right, finds Talbot out in the flat, and they get out to about the 47. So he picked up 8. Prior to that play, Salem had 30 yards passing, minus 31 yards rushing, which meant they were minus 1 yard total offense with 1 first down. And that's considering they made a 27-yard pass play. Knoxville's defense has been all over Holloway. And the pass is incomplete. He had to get rid of it quickly again. 3rd and 2. Tough for the left-handed quarterback throwing to his right. Wide outs right and left, the wing to the far side. Motion by Talbot. All the way with the keepers going no place. That play hasn't worked at all. He's going to lose 2. He just can't run the football. So he had 3rd and 2. They didn't run it on 3rd down. On 2nd down, excuse me. They tried to run it on 3rd down. And they wound up losing 2 yards. Let's see what Salem's going to do, because that was going to be 4th and 4. The last time they punted, Glasgow got a piece of it and wound up at the Salem 10-yard line and scored. From the 45-yard line, let's see what they do. What's the worst that can happen if you go for it? You give Glasgow good field position, you're already down 29-0. So they are going to go. A quick out to Talbot, and he's not going to get there. That's a running play because they pitched it in the backfield. No gain on the play. Glasgow takes over at the 45-yard line. Quintana couldn't hold on. They set up a little screen, wide out screen to the near side. They had blockers out there, and he just passed a little bit behind them. So it'll be 2nd and 10. So slips another tackle, but that gets hit from behind.
Calvin, so on the carry.
Picked up maybe a couple. They gave him to the 42. They gave him 3. Bowling to the right. Caught. Quintana, Durant, excuse me, getting extra yardage. Glasgow converts, they get a first down. 9 yards and a first down. Sol gets hit from behind at the 35. So they lose 2. Second and 12. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Sol with the carry, a big hole. He's going to get another first down. He's closing in on 100 yards. $16 yards. Caught. Down to about the 5. That's Durant. Another first down. They put it at the 6. So gets to the 1.
Calvin Salem, the gun.
He's 4 yards shy of 100 yards rushing. And in for the touchdown. Makes it 35-0. That's their longest drive, 9 plays. They're going over 200 yards. The kick is no good. Thirteen first downs, 272 yards of offense, and we're in the second period. Second half is going to be very quick. With the new rules, it'll be running time for a lot of the second half. It's been a long first half for the Salem Witches and their fans. Gisono's got 2. So's got 2 as they watch the ball roll around at the 14-yard line. Holbert's going to get buried maybe just across the 15-yard line. Miles Inanu with the tackle.
By number 5, 25 miles an
They put it at the 16-yard line. We're late here in this first half. Holloway in trouble again. Well, he dumps it off. Incomplete. Second and 10 for the Witches. Double wideouts to either side. Holloway looking, in trouble, and is going to get knocked down again. Orlando Concepcion Saldana ran over him. Holloway's been running for his life the entire game. The ball's back at the 3-yard line. He lost 13 yards. Salem is minus yardage in this first half. They had one, and that's considering they had a 27-yard pass play for a first down. And if they don't do anything here, they're going to be kicking for the end zone. Classville's going to get great field position again. Classville scored their first 3 possessions. They made it. They got stopped. Then they got the next 2, made it 5 out of 6. He's got to get out of the end zone, that's for sure. And he runs into Dow and Guerrero. To get out to the 10. Fourth down. And they'll kick it away again, hopefully. Last time they were down in this area, it got partially blocked, and Classical wound up at the 10-yard line and scored a touchdown. Mendez, he's not very far behind the center. Gets the kick away. Takes a pretty good Salem bounce, a very good Salem bounce. Down at the Classical 44-yard line. And that was the last play. The clock runs out. Shocking, the clock still had time on it, but the referee saying that's it. So Classical has stopped once in the half. They put 35 points up, and they're well on their way to even their record at 2-2 as they lead Salem 35-0 at halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Lynn Public Schools All-City Marching Band.
Welcome back as we're set to start the second half here at Manning Field, and it was a happy trip into the locker room for Classical, not so happy for Salem, as it's 35-0 at halftime. Classical scored 5 of their first 6 possessions. They were stopped once. Had to punt it away. Gisono scored 2. So Calvin So scored 2. Hill got 1. Sequeira caught a pass for a conversion. Durant kicked an extra point. And that adds up to 35 points. And once again, Salem playing a Lynn team, this time playing at Manning Field. They're not going to come close to getting a split against English and Classical. The English manhandled them at Salem, and Classical's doing the same thing here at Manning Field. Salem has minus -1 yard of offense and 1 first down in the first half. And again, that's considering that they had a big 27-yard pass play from Holloway to Cardenas. And even with that 27-yard play, they're minus -1 yard. They just haven't been able to run the ball, and Holloway's been getting buried in the backfield, especially by Manuel Guerrero. Calisi did it once, Guerrero did it 3 or 4 times, and Orlando Concepcion Saldana got another one. They've been just sacking him for big losses, and that's the reason why Salem is in the minus column on running the football. Aiden Dow is kicking it off. It's usually Durant. Gets the left foot in, bounces around at, we'll call it the 30-yard line. And a lineman, and who's also their punter, Mendez, picked it up and ran it back. He gets it out across the 40-yard line. Out to the 43. And under the new rules, they went from NCAA to Federation rules, and there'll be a lot of running time here in the second half. Albert in motion. Turns the corner and took a big hit by De Leon.
Number 2, Dennis Holbert on the carry.
They only gave him 2 yards. It looked like he made a lot more than that. Holloway, they like to run that play. They haven't done much with it. One of the few times he's gone forward, picking up 2. It's 3rd down and 6. Now we got a Classical player being helped off the field. Kevin Peniacqua. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Holloway rolling. Incomplete. Not close to anybody. And it brings up a 4th down. And again, I have to wonder if you're Salem, why would you bother punting here? The worst case scenario would be you give Glasgow the ball to get out and score. It's 35-0. You might as well roll the dice and go for it. I think that's what they're going to do. They need 6. They haven't got 6 on many of their plays. They have 1 run for 7. So if they make this, it'll be the second longest. If they run it, it'll be the second longest running play of the ball game. It appears they're going to punt it away. Low snap, and it's a disaster again. Bad snap. They rolled it into Mendez. He's had a tough time trying to get the ball, kick the ball.
Will be the Rams ball, 1st and 10 from the Salem 30.
They lose 17 yards on the play. The quick out to Sequeira.
Pass complete to number 22, Royce Square. Gain of 8 on the play will be 2nd and 2. Pass complete to number 21, Andy
De Leon with the catch. They lost a yard. So it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Quick out, Sequeira couldn't hold on. It's going to bring up a 4th down, obviously 4 down territory.
Will be 4th and 3. Ball at the 23.
So big hole off the left side. He's got the 1st down.
Calvin So with a gain of about 5. Waited for a Rams 1st down. It will be 1st and 10 from the Salem 7.
He picked up 6. That puts him over 100 yards. Gisono with the carry.
Gisono on the carry.
Shy of the 15. Shy of the 10, excuse me. They give him 5 to the 12. He's over 80 yards rushing. 2nd and 5. So slips a tackle, stays on his feet, walks in the end zone for his 3rd score.
Calvin So up the middle for 12 yards and a Glasgow touchdown. Calvin So 12-yard touchdown carry. There's the 50-50 raffle. Get out your tickets.
Here's the replay, slipping tackles, just walking in the end zone.
The 50-50 raffle is number 9976 476. Once again, 9976 476. Last time, 9976 476.
Looking for the kick.
Pick up your winnings at the concession stand.
Get it down, and Durant kicks it through. So again, a short field. He only had to go 30 yards after that bad snap on the punt. 6 plays. They go over 200 yards rushing. Closing in on 300 yards. They're over 300 yards, 302. With 15 first downs. Dow again will kick it off. Another ground ball. They fall on it at the 41-yard line. And that's where Salem will put it in play. So he'll be running time from here on out. Holloway, Dow's the first guy to hit him.
Jeffrey Holloway at the middle, tackled by number 15, no gain on the play, will be 2nd and 10 for the Witches, ball at their own 40.
Second and 10 for Salem. Three wideouts to the near side, one to the far side. Caught by Talbot, not for very much yardage. Maybe a couple. Emil Bruno made the hit. They picked up 2 on the play. They've completed 2 passes, both for 2 yards, a total of 4. Holloway rolling, tough play for the quarterback. Left-handed rolling to his right, and he's knocked down again. Back at the 40, they lost the 2 that they gained. There'll be a lot of sad faces in that Salem huddle. Fourth and 10, and they're going to go this time. Incomplete. So that 127-yard pass play is their only first down of the game. Counting that bad snap, they're minus 54 yards on the ground, plus 40 passing, for minus 14 yards and 1 first down. And Classical again takes over at the Salem 40-yard line. We're going to see some new faces now. Galisi with the carry. And that's going to do, we told you, running time is going to go very quickly. Second half will be very quick. So we've reached the end. Glasgow with over 300 yards. Salem with minus 14. Easy again. No gain on the play. 3rd and 4. He's a pretty good catcher in baseball. All these kids. Multi-sports. Well, easy trying to go straight ahead. No gain on the play. I'm going to bring up a 4th and 4. Edgar Ramirez is taking over for Gisono at the quarterback spot. Galisi slips a tackle but can't slip another one. He actually lost the football. He wasn't going to get the first down anyway. Ramirez recovered the fumble, but that was incidental. Back at the 38, they lost 4. And that's the first time that Glasgow has not gone forward. Only the second time they've been stopped. Of course, now this is, the first team is not in there. Ryan Vaughn getting some playing time for some of his kids who work very hard in practice. They deserve it. Work out. Caught. Mamadou Ba. One of my camera people. I got to mention him. They picked up a yard. Talbot with the catch. Slips a couple of tackles, fighting for yards. Finally, they're going to get him and knock him down. Out to maybe the 41. That's another 2-yard reception. Third and 7 for the Witches. The only question is, will they get on the board at all? Will they score? Because this one is over, 42-0. Incomplete. Michael Reddy is the new quarterback. Obviously, they're going to go. Four wideouts, two to either side. Ready looking, lets it fly. Incomplete. And it's been, Glasgow's defense has been outstanding. They've been not letting Holloway take a breath. They're all over him in the backfield. They dumped him for losses. Especially Manuel Guerrero early. Galizzi got to him. Orlando Concepcion Saldana got to him. And they just kept pushing it back. And he's got quarterback sacks is part of the reason that they're minus yardage on the ground. From the 41. Galizzi with the carry, gets a big hole, he's loose. He's going to walk right in the end zone for a touchdown. "41 yards. He's got 43 yards in 3 carries. Here's the replay. Straight to the goalpost. Nobody even got a hand on him, I don't think. I think it's Galizzi trying the extra point. And it got blocked. So, a 1-yard drive. .345 yards of offense for the Rams. Second time this year that Glasgow's put up 48 points. It was Soul from the 2. He rushed in the conversion 8-0. Shoshone went 16. Shoshone to Sequeira for the conversion 16-0. Soul with the second went 51. 22-0. Hill 1 yard. Kicked by Durant 29-0. Soul from a yard 35-0. Soul from the 12, 42-0. After the kick from Durant. And then Galizzi goes 41 to make it 48. Well, Soul has got 3 touchdowns. DeShono's got 2. Hill and Galizzi have a touchdown. Soul's got a conversion. Durant has kicked 2 extra points. Sequeira caught a pass for a conversion. And this is Tolbert again. He's played really well. With the return, and he's going to get Salem on the board because they're not going to catch him. He's been outstanding. That's his second great kick return. In stride at the 25-yard line, takes it 75 yards for the touchdown. He had a big, after the Glasgow first touchdown, he ran it another big play. A kickoff back and gave him good field position. He couldn't take advantage, but he gave him good field position in Glasgow territory. .117 yards and 2 kick returns by Talbot. That gets Salem on the board. So that's going to lift the spirits at least in the Talbot family, he's had a very nice game. Yeah, we got a timeout.
Timeout, Salem.
So as I mentioned, second time that Classical has got 48 points. They got 48. And they needed all 48 to get by Brockton. They stopped Brockton at the 1 yard line on the last play of the game. Well, Classical's going to go to 2-2. Salem's going to drop to 0-2. Clock continues to run with the big score. That's the new rules. Running time. The lead gets over 30. Looking for 2. This is Holloway. They've been running him all day, not doing much. Now he runs it in for the conversion. 48-8. Just over 2 minutes left. And the clock runs. So another big offensive explosion by the Rams. This time they were able to coast. The first time they got 48, they had to hold on. Now they get 48, and they're walking away with this one. So Sol gets 113 yards. Chisono 83. Sol gets 3 touchdowns. Chisono gets 2. He also passed for a conversion. Sol ran for a conversion. Sequeira caught a pass for a conversion. Hill and Galizzi scoring the other 2 touchdowns. Everybody getting involved. The defense has been outstanding. Manuel Guerrero was all over the quarterback several times. Orlando Concepcion Saldana got a big sack inside the 5. Good team effort defensively. Salem just couldn't do anything. In the end zone. Angel Valenzuela Castro back there looking for the ball. Pascal will get it at their 20-yard line. Not much to do here with time running down. Pascal scored their first 3 possessions, open up 22-0 in the first period. They scored their first possession to make it 29-0. They finally got stopped, but then scored again, making it 5 out of 6 possessions.
With 24,
Jacob Reyes. And that's the last play. .349 yards of offense, 15 first downs, 255 on the ground. The defense just gave nothing. Salem wound up with minus 54 on the ground. That's including that bad snap on the punt. 43 yards passing. They were minus yards for the day, minus 11 overall, and they had 1 first down on that 27-yard pass play way back in the second period. But Glasgow just kept going. They scored on their 2 possessions in the second half, 2 out of 3 in the second half. Galizzi with the 41-yard run. So Sol leads the way, 113 yards, 3 touchdowns. Gisono runs for 83, scores 2. Hill with a touchdown, Galizzi with a touchdown, Sequeira with a conversion catch. Grant kicked 2, Sol red for a conversion. Glasgow for the second time puts up 48 points. And for the second time, Salem gets run over by Lynn Schools after getting annihilated by English. Glasgow turns the tide as well. 48-8 to salvage for Salem. The 75-yard kick return by Talbot. Devin Talbot, who had a great game for them. So 48-8, Glasgow wins it here at Manning Field. English will try to make it 2 in a row when they play Gloucester after this game. But right now, Glasgow will celebrate 48-8 over Salem. They're 2-2 on the season, and hopefully they turn the corner and they're going to keep going from here. So congratulations to Brian Vaughn and the Glasgow Rams. 48-8 over Salem. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.